Good morning, friends. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Advocate Amit Kumar Gupta. In my series on the income tax cases, the case which I am going to discuss today is Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel Education Society versus Income Tax Officer. This case has been reported in 446 ITR at page number 278, and the case has been decided on 19th April 2022. This is a matter of Section 148 in which the assessee has gone into a writ petition. There are a number of instances in which the assessee has gone into the writ petitions under Section 148 notices or on the matter of reassessment under Section 147, 148. But we have seen that the courts are not in a very mood to give the much relief or in quashing the orders from the scratch in case of these notices. The only relief which the assessee is getting is that their matter is reverted back or remanded back to the AO for fresh consideration. But in this particular case, the matter was a little bit different. In this case, the Gujarat High Court quashed the Section 148 notice. And one thing very important has emerged from this decision for the Section 148 notices is that there should be tangible material to show that there is escapement of income. Meaning thereby that the assessing officer should have reason to believe on some tangible material that the income has escaped assessment. If the assessing officer is stating the reasons in the notice that he is relying on these reasons, and if those reasons are wrong, then the notice will not prevail or the legality of the notice will be vanished. For example, in this particular case, the facts of the case was like that the assessee was running an educational institution named as Polytechnic. To have better control over the affairs of the society or this educational unit, the assessee went to the bank for opening a separate bank account in the name of that particular unit, Polytechnic. The bank suggested to the society that you get a separate PAN number for this Polytechnic unit. The assessee obtained a separate PAN number for this Polytechnic unit. The assessee was having a belief that if the assessee will be filing its return of income for the society as a whole, then there will be no need for filing the return of the Polytechnic unit. Or we can say that in this particular case, there was no need to take the PAN number. But there was no need to take the PAN number of this Polytechnic unit. So it was out of ignorance that the assessee has taken the new PAN number or a separate PAN number for the Polytechnic unit. As far as my knowledge is concerned, even the AO was not wrong in issuing the notice for the assessment year 9-10 for which this particular case belongs. The AO said that you have not filed the return for this Polytechnic unit for the assessment year 9-10. That's why I am issuing this notice under Section 148 because you have escaped income. If this had been the matter, then there would be a good case for the assessing officer. But the reasons which were recorded by the AO mentioned that the assessee filed return of income on the PAN number of the Polytechnic for the assessment year 5, 6, 6, 7 and 7, 8. So for this particular thing, the assessee said that in those years, the income of the Polytechnic was clubbed into the income of the society. So there was no question of filing the separate return for the Polytechnic. This was the one fact. And the second fact was that in the year which was subsequent to the year in which for which the notice has been issued for Section 148, for that the department has mentioned in the assessment orders that the income of the Polytechnic unit is included into the unit of the society. Meaning thereby that the department was very much aware that the assessee was not filing the return for the Polytechnic unit and that the income of Polytechnic unit is already clubbed into the income of the society. So it means that the material on which the assessing officer was relying was wrong. He was under the impression that the assessee has filed the return for the Polytechnic unit for the assessment year 5-6 6, 7 and 7, 8. But this was not the fact. The assessee was not filing the return for the Polytechnic unit for those years. It means that the facts which were taken as the base of issuing the notice under section 148 was wrong. So if we are able to prove the facts which were relied on by the assessing officer to be wrong in totality, then that notice will not prevail in the eyes of the law. This is the crux of the case. So friends, at the end of this video, once again I am repeating the name of the case. The name of the case is Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel Education Society versus Income Tax Officer, and this case has been reported in 446 ITR at page number 278. Thank you friends.